Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. We're in match 8 of 5v5, guys, Championship 12, if anyone even cares about that number anymore. And so far the season's been going well. I'm 7-0, and my last match was kind of a fluff cake match. My opponent just placed a bunch of weird, easy teams to beat. It wasn't even auto deploy. It was just he didn't want to play, so he let me get a layup. I don't know. It's pretty weird. But this match is pretty much the opposite. So I placed perversely difficult defense to get through. My opponent also places really tough defenses. He's from a top PvP guild. As you know, as I continue to gain in GP, that's going to happen more and more. So don't get too excited yet for my demise. But yeah, this guy has way better mods than I do. Just a better roster in general. The one advantage I do have Jedi Master Luke, and he does not. So that's probably why we got paired, is because I have that. But I don't have any experience with Luke. You guys will see how I use him. Anyways, I placed a tough defense. He placed a really tough defense, and yeah, it's a good match. One thing I do want to point out, guys, I always leave at least one timestamp, or at least usually, so that if you want to skip all of the defenses and offenses that I'm showing, you guys can just go to the video description and just click on the timestamp, and it'll take you straight to the action. So, anyways, this is a tough match, guys. This is the kind of match I feel like that really makes or breaks you as a player. Not as if you win or lose, but how much perseverance do you have? How much do you have to be able to give to, how much will, I guess. So check out the fight. There's good and bad, and this is probably going to end up being one of my best watches of the season, in my opinion. So I hope you enjoy. Let's real quick, I want to shout out my patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. You guys have made so many things possible for me. Man, you guys have helped the channel a ton, so thank you all so much for all of the support. It truly means the world to me. Okay, so I'm facing a dude named Lucas, who's a Separatist commander, which is crazy. He normally doesn't get that high in arena. I think he left that team in overnight to practice against something. I don't know. But as you can see, he's from Ma. I think he's in Ma 2, according to one of my friends. And look at his lifetime banners, 461. At this stage, I just hit 500k, so it seems like a pretty big disparity. But we've been doing this for over a year. That disparity is not that big, honestly, the gap. So my opponent has all the things except for a new Galactic Legend, which I'm sure they'll have soon. So yeah, a really tough match, and you guys will see the scores are kind of funny at the end. Okay, so you can see here, this is the start. My opponent almost right away just hit my Commander Luke team up front, and got 58 banners. So then he just didn't attack until I was finished with all of my attacks, just to put things in context. And he used his own Commander Luke to take them out. I later learned after talking to him. That's what I had predicted anyways, but the other team up top you can see is my Supreme Leader Kylo. This is the first time I've ever run the Zombie Cheese team, and I just wanted something that might throw him off a little bit, and so the Zombie Cheese thing, you can get it to the point where the zombie just never ever dies, and he never stops taunting, and you just keep killing zombie, or she keeps taunting, and you just keep killing zombie until Kylo kills your whole team. So that, it's a frustrating team. I know a lot of people, I had a few people say oh man, that's BS, but you'll see it was actually fair. You'll see in a minute. So in the top, I put Padme and General Grievous with Nute, and Jedi Training Rey with the Hero Bros. Pretty standard for me. And then in the back, I have General Skywalker with the 501st and Rey with Nest. So pretty strong array of teams. He placed up front, you can see, the zombie cheese team with Supreme Leader Kylo only. He has Red Trooper instead of First Order Stormtrooper. He also has Jedi Training Rey with the Hero Bros, and then up top he has Rey with Nest and a Kylo Ren with 2 tanks and General Skywalker. And by General Skywalker, I of course mean General Grievous. It's tough to tell them apart, I realize, because they're both really tall, but there it is. Okay, so real quick, I want to go over what this team does and why it makes it so tricky. So, the first thing is Zombie gets advantage from Kylo doing his AoE and then never stops taunting ever. And then Zombie never gets a turn because you start killing Zombie because they get all the bonus turn meter, and it turns into a paper zombie because it's minus 20% max health every time. And then Zombie never takes a turn. So if you can kill Old Daka 3 times, then Zombie can go away. But in the meantime, Hux and Red Trooper and Kylo are just demolishing you. So you have to find a way to take out Hux and Red Trooper and Old Daka 3 different times, and then Zombie, and then Kylo. So I'll show you guys how I went about doing this. I did test it quite a bit. Huge shout out to my buddy Johnny on the spot. And it can go awry pretty quick, but if you know what you're doing, you can usually problem solve. So I'll show you guys the footage. So I was thinking about taking Vader here. I decided my Jedi would probably just be a better answer. So immediately they trigger Savior on Jedi Revan, and so now I took a turn. I targeted Hux. He has a ton of protection on him. Jedi Luke did not care a one whit about that. Daka then immediately promptly revived Hux, which is a huge problem because I don't have enough turns really to be able to do anything. To be able to kill Hux multiple times, all these different characters multiple times, it's tough. So but it happens, so we need to figure it out. The other piece of what's going on here, I got ability block on Supreme Leader Kylo, which is huge. Getting that ability block, man, we really needed that to happen from old Ben, because now he can't do his AoE, which that AoE is huge because it will dispel all the debuffs on his own team and put advantage on everyone, and then Zombie just taunts forever. So now what I'm contemplating, I'm like, should I just stun everyone? What should I do? I ended up, I was trying to call Hermit Yoda, and Bastila assisted instead. I just wanted turn meter from Hermit Yoda and some healing, and Bastila's like, oh, I'll just go instead. So anyways, not to be deterred, I decided Hux still has ability block, so does Supreme Leader Kylo. May as well kill Red Trooper while we can, so he's not just taking a ton of turns and killing our whole team with his AoEs. And you'll notice that we killed the Zombie, so she is half speed right now. She has that debuff. So the question I was debating now, it's like, okay, should I kill Old Daka one time right here? Or should, what should I do? Kill Old Daka or kill Hux? Those are the two options, because right now, normally I would call an assist on Kylo and get ability block on him if I could, or if he needed to, but he already had that, and he didn't have a way to get rid of it, so I could potentially get a free kill here. So I decided to kill Old Daka, killed her once. She tried to revive, or no, she tried to stun, and that didn't work. Killed Zombie again, but Zombie is taunting, so killed her a second time. And now we need ability block on Kylo. That's imperative. With Hoda, I was trying to figure out what exactly to do. I wanted foresight on everyone, decided to do it, even though Revan doesn't have foresight because he has buff immunity. Now I gave the turn to Luke. We killed Hux, so Hux is gone, and then man, I just have to freeze frame. This was so rough. Daka revived twice. 2 guys, so she's revived 3 times so far, and it's all 30 to 35, I forget which one, % chance that she does that. It is crazy. I don't have enough turns. Look at how much turn meter, or how much ultimate bar Supreme Leader Kylo has. He's almost gonna take his ultimate, and I haven't killed anyone. I've made no progress so far at all. I've taken some protection down, and I've killed Old Daka 1 time. So, man, this is tough. So it's what do you do here? There's Kylo doesn't have ability block. The other two guys, the other two First Order guys are just available and stuff, so I decided to try to kill old Daka. Didn't get another kill on her, but she's marked, so we have to take her out anyways, so killed her again. And now Kylo is in the ultimate level, so it's like, what do we do? You know, we have to kill old Daka if possible, so we've killed her twice. If we can kill her a third time, then great. Then at least then we won't have the revive potential. So killed her, killed a red trooper, and Kylo decided to do the poke move instead of triggering his ultimate. I have no idea why. Like, that's such a weird AI thing. Took the opportunity though to kill Hux, get ability block on him, and then now we have to hope. I was hoping that it was like gonna glitch and that he wouldn't pop his ultimate, but he did. And now we just have to try to weather it as best we can. Luke can go toe-to-toe with Kylo if you get the right combination of turns. So I got Foresight on Luke, and just got to do some damage, dispel some things when you can. So we missed because I had Foresight, and then I tried to put blind. Yeah, here we go. Blind on him. So now he hits with that because he can't miss. But then if he tries to swing again with his basic, he'll miss. But obviously he didn't. So 49, and thank God I won that, because holy balls, that was rough. Daka reviving 3 times never happened in my playtesting, not even close. Just totally crazy RNG, and I still got through it. So good for me. Yay. Okay, so next I needed to take out this Rey team, because frankly, if we can kill both Galactic Legends and we have full perfect knowledge, well, we don't have full perfect knowledge of the board, but it doesn't really matter what's in the back. I have enough teams to take care of it, but if I fail my attack on this Rey team, then life's gonna get a lot more difficult, frankly, because I'll need to use something to clean it up with, hopefully, and then that'll change all of the teams that I use in the future. So just decided to go with my standard Vader team, except I didn't need Bastilish on Fallen, so I didn't take her. So this team is a little tricky. Someone told me this is a comp that Arnold says is really good. I'm not necessarily convinced. So you put the weapons tech on Vader, and of course, immediately after Rey does her lifeblood, you do Merciless Massacre, and then I targeted Nest here. I don't want Nest to hit me back. I don't want her to counter, so I targeted her with Force Crush, because we're not going to kill her yet. And then I was trying to figure out who should I try to kill here with Culling Blade. And one trick that I've started doing in my arena climb is one of the guys that is tough to kill is Jedi Revan in arena climb. Similarly, though, if I can throw my saber at him, it won't kill him, but then at the end of Merciless Massacre, I can throw my saber. So I decided L3 is pre-taunting, so when I throw this, she's still going to have her taunt. It won't kill her because she's relicked. So now what I'm going to do, because I have Vader lead, her dots stay on her, and now Merciless Massacre is over. I get one more turn. I can just do my Culling Blade and take her out. So took out L3, and now we just have to figure out exactly who do we want to put dots on. How are we going to do this? So we don't have a taunt here anymore. L3 removed it, and so Thrawn was just able to immediately cut into Rey here and fracture her, which is great. And now we can isolate someone. I decided to isolate Holdo, and I'm not sure if that was the right move or not, but she can't taunt now. So, and frankly, she was going to with R2. Once R2 got a turn, he was going to put smoke up. Someone was going to have Foresight. So, once again, Merciless Massacre here, and it's like, okay, do I try to kill Rey? Do I try to take out Nest, Holdo? Who do I try? But in the end, so I'm targeting Nest one more time here. And in the end, I decided to go for R2 because Nest isn't that much of a factor, frankly. And you know, I don't want to get dazed, but Trey is going to dispel the daze anyways for the most part, so it's not a huge deal. Holdo is a bigger deal. Luckily, Rey hasn't taken a turn for a while. I don't want to use the protection up bonus from Watt, just because I don't want to trigger all of those damage over times, because that might end up getting Rey into the bonus protection or the damage immunity thing. Unfortunately, Rey did manage to get into her ultimate right at the last minute. So now we're just in a holding pattern. Got to keep our health and protection as high as we can. And if you have a high enough relic level on all of these guys, this works fine. You can survive. It's not wonderful, but you can survive. So now we get Merciless Massacre up one more time. I made a mistake here. I should have targeted Holdo for that, so I got a hit on Nest, but as it stood, I still don't like getting hit by Nest. You can see how close Nest is to just killing Vader outright, so maybe that wasn't a mistake in fact. Though Nihilus now is able to just execute or annihilate Nest whenever I want to, so Thrawn, opportunist that he is, healed protection on both him and Nihilus, and Nihilus got an annihilate. So 57 here, not that tricky. All of these guys had very, very fast speeds on them. Not my team, the Rey team, but apparently that didn't matter. So 57, and I was feeling good. Beat both Galactic Legends in one shot, and now we just got to clear that bottom zone. And the bottom zone is, if you don't remember, Jedi training Rey with the Hero Bros. So I decided to take this pretty weird Jedi Master Luke team because I was pretty sure I wasn't going to need him anywhere else. So it's just like a bunch of misfit Jedi like Jolee without Revan. Doesn't really have a home, and Grandmaster Yoda, same thing. So, I mean, Shakti also is just kind of hanging out here because I probably should have put her with Padme in this situation because General Skywalker was just with the 501st, and that's why you keep her, is so that she can control the 501st and you can kill a good team, but I had no need for that, so that was a mistake on my end. We need to kill Finn as fast as we can. Finn is completely ridiculous in terms of his output, so the faster we can kill him. Now, one thing you'll notice is I'm not calling Master Luke to assist here very much, and I probably should be. Like, the one cool thing about Master Luke is if he's the lead, he can have like even bad offensive characters like Jolee and Barriss. He can have them hit for a huge amount because their damage with his leadership special move, his leadership is actually, or that move actually goes off of his protection, his max protection, and so I have him maxed out on protection, and therefore I can call him to assist. Now, this was foolish. I called him to assist, and then he was dazed, so he didn't actually assist there. Still getting the hang of it. I'm hopelessly awkward in this fight with him, but he is dazed, so Solo was making disparaging comments. This was on our Friday night fight, our Gambit fight night video, or live stream, whatever, and Solo was saying, someone needs to teach you how to play Jedi Master Luke, and all I have to say to that is I don't think I played it nearly as poorly as he was making out to be. I did call Grandmaster Yoda a little bit too often to assist, but the fact is he was dazed. Like when Solo was saying that, Master Luke was dazed, so it's not there was no point in calling him to assist anything. Anyways, managed to kill Finn, and then the rest of the team just kind of collapses under the weight of a taunting Galactic Legend. This was probably pretty dramatic overkill, but I just wanted to be sure I would get through this with decent banners. So 59 is fine, and now we get to find out what's in the back. Traditionally, my opponent keeps Darth Revan in the back, for which I have my own Darth Revan available, which is faster. So I guess let's see what's in the back. And I was pleasantly surprised. It was Geos and Finn Resistance team. But that being said, these are pretty tough teams for me to be able to crack, and Geos are actually like perfect against me. I don't have much that can crack Geos at this point, as crazy as that sounds. I need Darth Revan for other things, and I'll have to problem solve for that. First, we need to take out that top zone so we can get to ships, and so we'll just cut straight to the fight. They have a double taunting tank here with Kylo. I decided to take my own First Order, and I just don't have many problems with this squad. And mirroring it or anything, I was faster in the ways that mattered, in my opinion. And so we got the stun off on Kylo Ren, and now we're trying to take out First Order Officer as fast as we can. So we call an assist, and Fox almost takes out First Order Officer. Now here's where it starts getting tricky, because their First Order Stormtrooper is taunting now, and then my Special Forces TIE Fighter just died, just super fast. Man, this is when I realized, man, I don't know if I'm gonna actually come out of this alive. And actually, let's speed it up just a tiny bit, because it goes for a while. And we're speeding it up, frankly, because, just minor spoiler, I don't win this match. This is, the double tank, the double taunting, just totally threw me off my game plan. And you can see I have healing immunity on my two Rens, which is hugely problematic. And so I'm like, man, what should I do? Like, should I just try to kill First Order Officer? At this point, I hadn't given up on anything. First Order Officer of mine could cleanse for First Order Executioner. I probably should have done that, but I had the fool notion that maybe I would continue in to win, and so I healed Kylo. I got the stun off, and now I'm like, okay, open game. We can take out their First Order Stormtrooper, perfect. Or their First Order Officer, and of course that didn't happen. And the only reason I've survived this long is they've spread out the damage. Like, the AI is just dumb AF, and so it spread out the damage, and so all my guys are nearly dead, but they're not all the way dead. Kylo's gone, First Order Executioner's gone, and at this point I'm like, can I please just take a turn? I'm on an emulator. I wasn't sure how to just exit out and save myself turn meter. So they kept stunning me. I wasn't going to take a turn. I probably should have tried to just exit out of it and seen what happened, but as it stands, I loaded their turn meter, which is a huge no-no for that squad, because they're not even that hurt. And gosh, yeah, that was a fiasco, guys. So just jumped in immediately with Geonosians to clean up. I realized that Geos probably should have just gone in the first place, frankly, but look at how loaded with turn meter they are. So they're taking a ton of turns. First Order is super fast, and my opponent, like I said previously, like my opponent has amazing mods. Like they just do have really good mods. So we need to heal up after all that damage they did. Need to get a dispel, need a couple dispels in fact, and then hopefully we can kill the three non-Kylo characters, and then afterward just slowly chew through those two. And happily for me, I do have Spy at Relic 5 now, so she's hitting like a truck. I was able to heal. Things are looking pretty good here. We just need to take out that First Order Officer, which isn't that tough. So good. We killed at least one thing, and so now we need to kill Executioner, we need to kill Stormtrooper, and there's a taunt going on here now. This sequence, guys, is nuts. It's just totally crazy. I can't believe how many turns they take. Like, just that all that turn meter is nuts. And First Order or Original Kylo, look at my health levels, guys. Like, he's doing his AoEs, he kills Sunfac, he almost kills my Brood Alpha, and it's like, I'm not gonna get another turn. I loaded that turn meter earlier, I don't have a hope here, guys. Like, I'm going to lose with Geonosians, even though they're fully relicked. It's just totally crazy. It's because of the loaded turn meter, but did take a shot with Spy, and he did not throw away his shot. Killed Kylo Ren, and then I instantly, even Geonosians with relics and updated mods, died to First Order. Just crazy. That loaded turn meter is huge. I need to figure out how to not do that anymore. So you can see Kylo, I was looking at his speed. It's not that fast, frankly. 250 is not much, but man, he gives that team so much turn meter, it's crazy. So to just avoid throwing away other teams, I decided to just take a break from that top zone. The only team I could possibly use troopers on was in the bottom with this resistance team with Finn lead. You got to be careful because the two veterans can really mess you up. Specifically, veteran Han can counter, and so I did take Piet. He's only gear 10 with only like 4 stars, I believe. Decided to increase cooldowns there on them with the grenade. Despite that, counter. And now the question was, like, who's going to get this mark? So that this gives someone a taunt, which I didn't really fully think through this, but I gave it to Stark. Was able to take out the scavenger ray, so now I've got a ton of turn meter. We need to take out Han, but first we're going to try to take out that Poe, and then I had that taunt, so he killed Stark, which is not wonderful. Didn't go as planned, but I did get Deathmark. Chewie has days on him, so he didn't get an instant turn or whatever the madness is that he gets. I was able to take him out, and now I have enough turn meter and enough momentum to carry me through, despite having lost Stark. Man. 56. Even the troopers thing went awry on this fight. But now all I have left is Geonosians and that General Grievous squad up top, and then we have to find something to clean up that First Order fiasco. So I decided I have Bounty Hunters left, I have Darth Revan left, and that's about it for good teams. Like, I have a few other random things. I have like a Palpatine leftovers squad, but nothing too crazy. So I decided I had almost nothing that could kill Geos, and so after looking at all the speeds and everything, decided on Jango lead. I've never tried this before. I was thinking about it though. I was fast enough, so Bosk takes a turn. We need to get damage onto characters that are debuffed. So if we can do the if we can do damage and not just damage though, if we can get set these Geos on fire. Then we can do mass assists, and everyone's going to be making progress toward that contract. So on the bottom right, you can see I'm at 35% toward the contract. Everyone is debuffed, so that's wonderful. So as long as Boba doesn't miss, I'll get another 30%, which I got. Now Grief can call everyone to assist. This should be either 6 or 7 shots, and I don't know, someone missed or something went awry, so Mando went. I thought that I was going to get the contract, but the good news was, as long as I can disintegrate Brood Alpha, like, if I can just get like a stun or a quick kill on Brood Alpha, that would be great here. But I was realizing, like, I don't really have anything that's going to give me a stun or anything on him. I can get the contract, but then Mando's going to have to take a bunch of turns, and we'll have to weather the Geo storm here. So decided, you know what, maybe I just lose here. Let's at least kill one of the Geos who is relics. He's debuffed, so Jango will be able to at least double tap him and maybe take him out. So this is the call to assist. It's just tricky trying to figure out exactly what to do here in this high-stress situation. We did take out Soldier, and Boba immediately got a turn, so that was great. Now, we just need to get, if we can get buff block, or ability block on Brood Alpha here, if we can land it with the AoE, then they're not going to be able to cleanse, and we'll probably be in a better situation. So the question was, do we just execute Poggle, or do I try to execute Brood Alpha? Do I try to ability block Brood Alpha? It's just really tough because they're all going to health equalize before whatever hit I do lands. So it's hard to tell exactly what has happened. Decided to go for killing Poggle. They immediately targeted Boba. Not happy with him. Killed Mando immediately, then killed Boba again. And I was like, no, gosh, I can't believe this. If I can kill Sunfac, he's only gear 12. If I can just one-shot Sunfac, that'll at least make me feel good. He was close, but not quite dead. And it was like, okay, now we're looking at turn meter. Bosk, I thought, could go, because Grief was going to go next, so he taunted again. Tried to focus Sunfac down. He didn't die again. Once again, did not die. And now they're going to start killing Grief. Luckily, I have Bounty Hunter's Resolve on Grief and Bosk and Jango because of his lead. I always forget about that. And I fortunately somehow still have turns. I could heal myself, get that retribution. And it's like, gosh, can I just end something? Finally killed Sunfac. And, you know, at least this squad is something I could Zerg down if I needed to at this point. Those Spy and Geo Brood Alpha are pretty formidable. Like, it might take multiple teams to take them out at this point. But I didn't really see much choice that I had at this point. I mean, my bounty hunters are still strong. I'm also about to run out of time. You can see I only have 1 minute left, less than that. And, of course, Spy went in and one-shot Bosk. Luckily, like I said, he had Bounty Hunter's Resolve, so he can survive. Now we have to shoot the taunting Brute. Brute. And somehow I got through and managed to kill them. I don't know how. 52. Man, I was pretty happy about that. Honestly, that you guys might be scoffing. But, man, that was a crazy fight. It just really was. Bounty Hunters. I've never used Jango lead to take out Geo team. And that wouldn't have worked really well, except they had really low relic levels. I will say, though, my Bounty Hunters, I had 2 of them at gear 12 as well. So maybe at higher relic levels, Mando actually does something there. Didn't really help that much this time, though. Okay, so all that was really had left was this Grievous squad, and then the leftovers from that First Order team. So I was trying to debate, what do I do here? Do I do Fear on just Grievous so he doesn't get a turn, or do I do Shock? And you know, I decided on Shock. Shock is a really good thing to have here because it prevents that taunt from Magna Guard. It prevents bonus turn meter from B2, and then we can land all of our debuffs from Bastila Shan. So now the question is, can I get enough damage on someone to be able to get them at 50% health without killing them? And then if that does happen, Grievous will have Death Mark and I can kill him easily. So I decided if I do a basic, even just a basic for Marauder, I will probably just kill Nute, which will trigger Grievous's AoE, and we don't want that. So threw it, Magna Guard. It didn't even take him to 50% health. Decided to throw my grenade from HK here, and as you can see, it got a couple guys down to 50%. Grievous was available to kill, so I took him. And Magna Guard does his FU attack, and now it's crazy. Like, B2 hasn't even come out of stealth yet. Like, he's still stealthed. So now we have to try to kill B1 before he does an AoE, and yeah, this. I did take a turn with HK to just kill that B2 because screw that guy. Now, one thing I do want to point out, if we kill Nute while he has his shock on him, he doesn't take a bonus turn because he's prevented gaining bonus turn meter. So, killed him once, had shock on him, and was able to get 56. I've gotten very poor banners this round, but at the very least I got mostly one-shots except for that Kylo team, which luckily Spy at least bailed me out there and took him out. So yeah, I don't have Night Sisters available, or at least not most of my Night Sisters. All I really had was like an Emperor Palpatine squad with leftover Sith and Empire, so that's what I chose. Now, they don't have a lead, so that's great, but they're still getting a bunch of turn meter just from their internal synergies. And what I told my stream was I'm going to get, like, if I might just, what I should do is kill 2 of these guys, get another one down to almost no health, and then, because they're going to take down my banners, I'm going to just time myself out, and then just go in with a fresh squad, you know, push them over basically and get the most banners possible, like try to get 30 banners or even 31. So that was the plan going into this, and it was warranted. You can see Kylo's just demolishing my guys left and right. Both of my pre-taunts are gone. Gotta kill Fox. And what I realized at this point was I shouldn't do that with Kylo as the last guy standing, because the thing is, if he has like a sliver of health and then I time him out, his next move when I go in with another team is just going to full heal him completely. You know, maybe he'll do his AoE, but he might just do his full heal, and then that team is probably going to struggle to kill him. So I decided to just finish him, but that, gosh, 21 banners against First Order. That is embarrassing. Terrible. So in the back, his ships, he has Raddus with all those relics, and then an Akbar team with a high relic Bistan. I decided to take Finalizer here. It's worked very well in the past. You start by marking the Millennium Falcon, or marking for hunted, whatever. Then if you can stun the Falcon, which I did, then you do that. And then Bistan was so fast, actually took turns before any of my other team, which messes with my turn order, of course. I need to kill Biggs now because he's taunting, and so I did manage that at least. But now Falcon is actually available to kill things, and Silencer died immediately, which Silencer is really important for this team. So decided to dispel Falcon, hopefully, because Falcon hasn't gone yet. I was hoping against hope I'd maybe be able to just take it out before it could do the little tail wag and just totally screw me over in this fight. So fast Bistan guys can really mess with a First Order team. I did manage to, using all of the skill and ability that my position has brought me, whatever that means, I did manage to kill Falcon, and of course they killed another TIE fighter. It's just a big mess, frankly. Like, what can you do? What can one man do against so much hate? So, need to kill Bistan here. The thought is, okay, if I manage to lose this one, which, I mean, things are looking okay at this point, but even if I lose, I need to make sure that I can, you know, finish it off cleanly. So. Here, the Special Forces TIE Fighter, or maybe that's the First Order, I don't remember. Oh man, just trying to figure out what to do here. So do I do Hunted on this guy? Do I get a reinforcement? Just not sure. Decided to call in Houndstooth, just for that extra taunt goodness. And so now I can dispel the, whatever it's called, the Phoenix ship, the Phantom. And Phantom and Ghost have such an annoying interaction here that, you know, where you hit one of them and the other one goes into stealth, and then you hit the other one and the other one taunts. So you can see they're going in and out of stealth. Really frustrating tandem to deal with. We've had to deal with them forever though. And Cassian comes in, dispels everyone, but my breach is still on, or whatever it's called, it's still on the Phantom. So I maintained my taunt, thank goodness, and it's like, okay, if I can, maybe I can just take out another ship here with Xanadu Blood, calls the assist, all that goodness, in and out of stealth as per usual, and and they get their ultimate, so that was much appreciated by me, of course. Got another TIE Fighter down, and things are just not working out for me. I did get a Dispel, and if you can do an AoE with Finalizer, then great. That, damages both guys because it's an AoE. That's how it works. And my relief was so palpable. 55, man. I just dropping banners on every single thing. Terrible, terrible efficiency. Did get through with a one-shot, and now we have Holdo to take care of, and Rebels can generally do that pretty well. So that's who I brought. I think I brought the full 7-man complement here, because I just did not want to get into a crazy attrition match where I didn't have all my guys. So I decided to go for the Resistance pilot first, which is fine because the other guys all have Foresight. You want to take out Poe, of course, but Poe's pretty strong. So went for, just because he has Foresight, went for the Rey's Falcon, managed to kill her without much struggle. And now if we can just kill Poe before they get reinforcements in, everything will be good. He's close to dead here. Super close, in fact, and he has Foresight, but Biggs finished him off. So 64 there. Thank God I got a decent banner and level. I got the full clear for a whopping 2055. It's like, as long as he full clears me, he's probably going to win. Despite only having failed twice, and that on the same team. Like, just really bad efficiency overall. That's what you get for taking too strong of a defense, I suppose. So, I'll just fill you guys in on what happened. He did attack actually pretty early on compared to when he normally does when I scouted him. So, knowing what I had, I don't think he watched the stream or anything. I don't even know if he knew I was a YouTuber, frankly. He didn't talk like he knew that. So what ended up happening was extremely discouraging. He cleared the Kylo team. He used Vader on that. Then in the back, he used on Rey. He was able to one-shot Rey and General Skywalker. General Skywalker, he just used Padme, so that was a pretty huge trade up for him. Really poor showing on my end from that team. And then Rey, he killed with Jedi, including General Skywalker. Then up top, so all one-shots, all pretty decent efficiency. Up top, he was able to use Shock T to kill my Grievous for like 51 banners, but still one-shot it. I used Darth Revan to kill my Padme squad, and then I was like, but what other squads does he even have? And he's telling me all this, he's chatting as we're fighting, as he's attacking, and so, he's telling me like what teams he's used, and I'm like, I think what he has is like a random hodgepodge of like Palpatine and like bounty hunters, and that's like it. I don't know what he uses to kill my Jedi training Rey with the Hero Bros. And sure enough, they got a bunch of holds. You could see I was feeling pretty good here at this point. He kept going in though. He kept chipping away. And eventually he killed Finn and R2-D2. And then after his 8th attack, he cleared that zone. So once again, not feeling great because he's had great efficiency. I had terrible efficiency. And all that I have left, I'm like, he needs to drop 17 banners in fleets if I'm going to maybe win. Luckily for me, he went in immediately on Negotiator, failed, and that was basically all she wrote. So he finished off Negotiator. He had a small chance if he got a really high banner win against my Emperor team, or my Palpatine, yeah, Empire team, but he didn't actually clear that the first try either. And so it ended up that I actually got a pretty big margin win after it was looking really bad for the first 6 attacks. So, oh man, what a roller coaster this match was, guys. This was so rough. And then after that, I had to go and do territory battles because I couldn't do my battles while this was going on. It was just too riveting to watch. Sorry I didn't get any screenshots until the very end, but One way or another, man, what a crazy match. I don't even know what to say. I need to go a little lighter on defense, I think, because I was struggling, man. I would have had a lot better score if I had been able, of course, to kill his first order on the first try, and I don't know what the deal is. Like, that double taunt, it was just timed so perfectly to just screw me. I needed to save a move to be able to clear it. I didn't, and I paid the price. So, no one really there to blame but myself, and I could have taken Red Trooper with him. Lots of things I could have done better. I mean, you get 20-55 in this mode, and and you can't tell people that you played perfectly. So I'm not telling you that. Overall, I'm happy with my play. I came up with some pretty resourceful ways to kill a lot of teams, and yeah, went okay. My next match is against another guy with a really high lifetime banner score, and he knows who I am as well, so it's going to be interesting. Anyways, huge shout out to my opponent who was able to really efficiently clear me until the very end, and to share a lot of his insights. Yeah, really great. I'm going to let you guys go now. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails. Even when he scores 20-55. Holy